Okay, hello learners. So in this session, we are going to see what are the options given by the Power BI to us to transform our numerical columns in our data. Okay, so for the sample, I have taken some one sheet which is the sales data, and these are having the sales data you can see, and this we are going to transform and see the options which is available on the numerical column. You can see we have a date, reason, product, quantity, so we are taking this quantity as our sample column. Okay, because this is having a numerical data, and we are going to see what are the options available in Power BI for us. Okay, so we go to the you can see I have opened the Power Query Editor because the transformation happens to the Power BI query editor only. So we'll click on the transform, and I wanted to transform this. Let's see what are the options available in the numerical. So I have told you earlier, this ribbon is divided into multiple sections. First is table, any column, text column, and number column. So these are the options available options available for us to transform our numerical or number column. You can specifically mention number column. Come to this section. Okay, if you have selected a number column, come to this section to transform it existing column. Okay, so what are the options? First is statistics. So you can see the sum, minimum, maximum, median, average. So it will give you one value. So this quantity is having these many 767 17 4, all these data. So it will give the aggregate of total sum of the quantities. If I click on sum, you will see it will give me the total sum of the quantities available in the sales data. Okay, so this is giving a one. So this is basically, we don't want to change this, but this is very good for the analysis purpose, or if you wanted to see, okay, how many quantities has been ordered, okay, what are the total sum of the sales which has happened. So for analysis purpose it is good. We wanted, I will close this or revert it back, so that will come back to your previous state. And again I select this column and go to transform and see the statistics. We have a minimum, maximum. What is the minimum value? 1 is the minimum value. Okay, and we will close it again. Okay, and then come back to transform and select this. We'll see, likewise we have a maximum, median, average, standard, count values, count distinct value. Okay, this is very handy if you wanted to see the distinct values available, because one, you can see here we have a 3 quantities. Okay, if you wanted to see how many distinct values we have, so in that case you can click on here. You can see 20 distinct values we have. Okay, so this way you can see the data transformation, or not, we are not transforming it, just specifically for analysis purpose we have. And now here is something that we are transforming. Statistics is, you can see we are not transforming. Statistics is a kind of a it is giving a KPI or stat, it stats about your selected column, and this is basically we are going to transform your, here we are going to add a specific value to each number in the selected column. Okay, if you wanted to multiply your column quantity with some value, okay, so it will give you, let's suppose if I wanted, here you can see we have a value 14 114. Okay, if I select this column and I wanted to add a specific number, let's suppose 2, I wanted a number 2 to be added in each of row in this column quantity. So I click on OK, and this 14 becomes 16, 1 become 3, and 14 becomes 16. So 2 to number 2 is added. Okay, you can say 16 3 16 20 20. So number 2 is or we can say constant value which we have applied is been added here in each row of this column quantity. If you have that requirement, you can do it. Okay, this is very handy when you have to this is the unit price. If you have the sales data as having a unit price and the quantity, and you wanted to see the total sale for each of the products, so in that case you can multiply your quantity with the unit price, and it will give you total price paid by the customer. So this is very handy for that purpose. Okay, now the second is same thing, you can multiply with the constant value. If I multiply it, let's suppose I wanted to multiply it with the 2, so 14 into 2, 1 into 2, everything will come here, 28 to 28. Okay, multiplied column. So this is the percentage. If you wanted to see the percentage of each, so you can give the value, enter a percentage to apply to each column. Okay, what percentage? 10%, or how many percentage? So 10% of 14 is 1.4. So if you wanted to see the percentage of the quantity, so that also you can do it. So these are the kind of a standard operations which you can do it. Now this is a standard operation. Now we have some scientific operations as well. If you wanted to see the square root of these, so you can get it. Like you can see the square root of 14 is 196, square root of 20, it was, I think, I don't remember. Square root of 2 is 4, I think this was the 2. Let me click, yeah, this is 2. Okay, so now these are the scientific exponent, factorial if you wanted to see. Now come to trigonometry. If you wanted to see the calculate the sine or cosine or all this trigonometry, let's suppose I'll click on return the sign of the number in the selected column. So click on it. It is giving me 0.99. I'm not sure what is this correct or not. Okay, so click on this, and again now coming to the round. So this is basically for the not for the this is basically for the decimal columns. Here I don't have any decimal, so let me select some other columns where I can show you. Okay, here we have a unit price. This is a decimal. Okay, here it's having 1. So if it's saying round up, round down, and round, so round up is basically it's 163.6. If I say round up, it will, what it will do, it will make it 6164. Okay, you know the concept of rounding. Okay, I'm not going to tell it here. So if it is more than after digit, if a number is more than 5, then it will carry in one number to the left side. Okay, if we talk about round up, round down is something, it will just discard the number and it will give the whole number here, 163. So I'll click on round up to see the effect. So you can see 163.6 becomes 164 because the 6 is greater than 5. So if I, let me click on revert it back. If I again go and round down, you can see 163 become 163. So 6 is removed here. So this is how we can use the round up, round down. Now here you can see round. So you can see I have this number. After decimal, I have 2 digits. If I wanted to make it 1 digit only, I wanted to show only 1 digit after the decimal. So in that case, I need to click on round. Okay, I need to specify how many decimal places you wanted to see. I wanted to see 1 decimal place. So if I click on it, you can see after decimal only 1 digit is visible. So that is called rounding off. So we have given the specific digit and accordingly rounding off is happened. Now there is an information. Now this is very interesting part in the Power BI. In numerical, let's suppose if I click on quantity, for that purpose, for information, I'll select the quantity, because here you can see is even, is odd sign. So is even means this is Power BI will automatically check the particular each of the record is even or not. Okay, this 14 you can see it will come even, and 3, this is row number 8, row number 9, this should come odd. So it will be, it is giving actually not even or not, it is giving true or false. So okay, if it is even, then it will give true. It's a kind of a changing into the boolean. So if I click on even, let's return whether the number in the selected columns are even or not. So click on even, you can see it become true, and row number 8 and 9 which we have seen, this is 3, this was 3, so it comes to false. Okay, checked is even or not. Okay, and here you can see this is kind of a, this data type, if you have noticed here, this is a true or false. Okay, this is not a decimal. No, it's no longer a decimal here, or no longer any numerical. So if I remove it, again it will revert it back to the previous state. I select the quantity again in case if I wanted to see is odd. So in that case, see row number 8 and 9 which whose value was 3, it coming true, and the 16 value is coming false. So if I select it, now I revert it back again and I select, and again the last option in the numerical is sign. What is sign? It is checking whether your number is having a positive or negative. Return the sign of the numbers in the selected column. So in my case, I do not have any column which is having a negative value, so it will all give the true, but I'll show you. But in case if you have some kind of a profit or something which you are displaying in your sheet as a minus, so in that case you can use this sign. So if you see, this is okay, it's not true, it's actually a, it's giving a 1111. If it I have a minus value, it should have, it would have probably given me a 0. So let me remove this. So I have shown you all the kind of transformation which we can apply in the Power BI on the numerical column. Okay, now this is a transform on the existing column. If I wanted the same things need to be done on the basis of quantity, but I don't want to disturb this column, I wanted to create a new column on the so in that case I need to go back to the add column. Okay, and here in add column as well the same kind of things is available here, but you can see the statistics is disabled here. Why the statistics is disabled? Because our purpose here is to create a new column. Okay, statistics we can do it only on the existing column, and for that we have to come back to transform. And here when we click on new column, it is going to create a new column. So if I wanted to let's suppose is even. Okay, if I wanted to, I have selected a quantity and I wanted to see whether this quantity is even or odd, and I wanted to add a new column for that. So click on is even. So it is even column is added, and it come here. I'll show you a new column is added. Okay, where is the quantity? Quantity is way here. Okay, okay, I need to drag it to near to it so that I can show the difference. Come here, come here, come here. Oh god, this is a big file. Okay, so you see here, so quantity is not disturbed and it has created a new column and it is showing, okay, 14 is true, 1 is false, 14. So this is very handy. And if you don't want the name of this, you can remove it, or you can double click and you can quantity even or odd. Okay, so any name you can give it to here. So this way you can do it. If you wanted to add, if you click on, and again you wanted to do something again on the quantity, you have to first click on the quantity and come back here, and you can wanted to see absolute power, square root of this. If you wanted to what you call add, I'll take some kind of scientific value, power root. Okay, square root of, I wanted to display the square root of this values quantities. I click on square, you can see 196 is coming, and the name is square root. Square root of quantity. Okay, quantity. This is done. Now I need to drag it and take it, take it to the left, need to just wait. Coming. Okay, we are just about to reach. Yeah, we reach here. Okay, I put it here and I drag it. Okay, and drop it over here. So you can see here quantity new. This is existing column, and it has created a new column, square root of quantity, and it is 14 ka square root, it's 196, 1 18 344 2 square root 4. So this way you can create a new column. If you wanted to apply a transformation on the existing column, you have to go to the transform. If you wanted to apply a transformation, but instead of applying on the same column, you wanted to create a new column, in that case you have to come to new column. Okay, so I hope you like the video and you have understood like what are the options Power BI has given us to perform on the numerical column. Thank you and happy learning.